Boom, boom. This is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Thanksgiving to those of us here in the States, or if you're overseas celebrating it. I hope you had a good turkey. I did, so I'm extremely full right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at the event that's up. So we've got a little bit of Azur lane on top, and we've got a collab with Venus Vacation. So if you're familiar with Venus Vacation anime, it has events with a lot of, Destiny Child has had it. There's been a few other games that have had collabs with Venus Vacation as well. So it's a very popular anime. So this is the same characters, Kasumi, Hanuka, Masaki, same characters, same setup, just of course wearing rigging now, like an Azur lane ship. So let's go ahead and tackle this event here. It's pretty much the same format as other events, so I'll just go over it briefly here and show you a few of the things that you might want to take a look at, because this vid does have one or two little nuances that make it different. Okay, so first we've got the vacation lane. Now this is the mini game. Every event has the mini game. This mini game's not easy. I will be frank with you. It took me a couple of days to get this game down. It's quick. You just need to get the rhythm down. Once you get the rhythm down, it's not too bad. But you can play it as many times as you want. You have to beat it. You have to get 5 points before the other team. So if you miss 2, the other team gets a point. If you do 2 goods, you get a point. 1 perfect, you get a point. So you want to try to go for perfect because you get a point immediately. But that's the way it goes out, and it's first 1 to 5. Okay, if you fail, don't panic. Just do it again. Keep doing it till you get the timing right, and then you'll get it. And do that 7 times. Okay, complete it. Could do it once each day, 7 matches. Okay, and you'll get this limited edition item, which is an Awakening Pearl. This is an SR piece of auxiliary equipment. Okay, and if you stick this on one of your Venus Vacation collab characters, and it decreases the ship's damage by 3%. So that's not bad, actually. And so it can go on any one of the Venus characters. Okay, so that's pretty cool. It's a nice piece of equipment. So you definitely want to make sure that you can actually complete that to get the Awakening Pearl. Okay. Now, second, as you collect the Venus points in the event, in the sortie, I'll show you right here real quick. 4 levels: SP1, SP2, SP3, SP4. Okay, as you complete those, you get the Venus points, as you know. Standard set of characters. There's a few things here, so let's go ahead and go over the actual setup, and I'll show you the way to do it. Now, Masaki is the main character that you get in the shop. Okay, right here's Masaki. So you can get Masaki in the shop, so no need to panic about Masaki. The other event is this one right here. This is for Utengu. Utengu cannot be built. She can only be got through this event, which is 10,000. You need 10,000 points. 10,000 Venus points, all right? And that's when you get the first copy of her. That's where you need to get. Well, actually, you need to get to 10,500, but I'll show you why you need to do that. You need to get this present to complete one of the stickers on the Venus collab. I'll show you that in a few minutes. So you need to get to 10,500 to get your Tengu. Okay. Now you can limit break her with Bullens, so you only need to get 1 copy. So make sure you get to 10,000 and then get the character, and then go ahead and get 10,500 because you need to get this present. Each time you get these presents right here, it unlocks a food or an item that goes into the event hub, which is the sticker book right here. Okay, so that's and you'll see what it says right here. This is the present. When you get 10,500 points, this is the present that you'll get, and you'll be able to fill in this slot. Okay, so this is a sticker book just like before. To complete this, you get to earn limited furniture, just a statue you can put in your dorm as normal. Now there's one event in here I want to focus on that you need to keep your eyes on. Everything else is pretty common. Complete SP1 with 3 stars. Complete SP2, 3, 4 with 3 stars. You'll get, and as you complete events and missions, you get the stickers. This one right here is the key. You need 60 battles in sorties with fever status. Now here's the problem. Fever status is a gauge. It usually takes 4 or 5 sorties before that gauge goes into fever. Okay. Then after it gets to fever, you need to do 60 battles. Okay. So my assumption is get the 4 as fast as you can, because SP4 is going to have 10 or 11 ships in it. So you'll be able to, get those first 5 sorties get in fever, then you'll have another 5 or 6 ships that you can go after to get those battles that you need in fever status. You're not going to be able to get, you're only going to be able to get like 1 or 2, maybe even, I don't even think in SP1 and SP2 you might not even be able to get, I think you can get like a few in SP2 and SP3, but you really want to do it in SP4 because you get more points. You get more Venus points when you defeat the boss in SP4 than you do in SP1, 2, and 3. So using SP4 would be the best place to do it for the fastest to get to 10,500 and get these fever status. But keep an eye on this, okay? Now, I have a feeling, I don't know if that's accurate, but I have a feeling that if you complete just what you need to get 3 stars, and even do it on SP4, I don't think you're going to have 60 battles in fever status to actually complete all 4 levels with 3 stars. Don't hold me to that because I've just finished out SP2. I haven't done the math yet, but just keep an eye on this one because this is really the only one that you want to be a little bit wary of. The others will just complete themselves as you get the presents, and you'll get these presents. You can get them from food. Anytime you see a present, see this is a present right here. Okay, so this will open up one of the slots on the sticker book. So if you play through the game, do your missions and stuff, it should be good. But just keep an eye on that 60 battles and fever status marker and make sure that you do hit that. That is pretty much the only one that I think want to be a little bit wary of. Okay, so keep an eye on that. And remember, 10,000 to get there. She's not buildable, not in the building. So let's go ahead and take a look at these right here. As you go through this, as you increase your permit rank, you can choose the attribute. Okay, these are standard attributes. You can get stamina, 4 point more, EXP, and more archive stages. So you can get these. Buffs that will last for the duration of the event. So it's nice, nice little buff. It helps. Okay, and go into the shop. As I said, Masaki's in here. This is a standard shop. Parts, blueprints, some oil, some coinage, some coals. Nothing out of the ordinary in that. So let's take a look at the actual Venus event hub. Now this right here is everything that you need. Volleyball scrimmages is the minigame. Exchange shop takes you to the shop that's in for the skins. We're not going to stick around for that very long because that's not good. Okay. Supply shop will take you to the shop where Masaki's at. Commemorative reward. This is the actual book to get the furniture. We've talked about that, the sticker book. Okay, and let's talk about the construction. This is the characters that you can build. So Masaki's in here as well too. So you can get her in the store and you can get her in the build. So, good luck with that. Shouldn't have any trouble getting your hands on her. I've already completed Nagisa and Monica. I've already built them in 2 days. I haven't got Marie Rose, Kasumi, or Hanoka. So, but I'm working on those. But they're SR characters. Okay. And Masaki's an SR character too. So these are not bad ships. So I'll have another video detailing the ships once I've had a chance to go inside, analyze all of the stats, see if any of them's worth, get them all, of course. I mean, this is a gotcha game, and they're giving you the chance and the capabilities to get these with this raid out. So you definitely want to try to get them all. But there's certain ships you want to focus on. Like in the last event, there were several ships that turned out to be really, really good game changers in terms of Tehu, the new Illustrious, and of course the Dido with her awesome anti-air stat. So those were ships that you definitely wanted to get your hands on. So the same thing's going to apply here, and we'll see which ones are, you want to get them all, but there might be certain ships after, like, I get a ship. If it's not a good ship, I don't even focus on it anymore. I just set it and I'll do it later. But there might be some ships that you might need. Like the last event that had Dido up, if you didn't have San Diego's retrofit, she had comparable anti-air stats. So that was a very important ship for a lot of people. Because to do the Sandy retrofit, you have to have a special piece of equipment that you can only get in a certain event. So it's some people unable to complete her retrofit to get that massive anti-air buff. And Dido gave an air buff that not quite as good, but good enough to get you through 12 and 13, which is where you start encountering a lot of aircraft. So you need anti-air. So that's what that was for. So it will same here. We'll go over these ships and I'll tell you which ones you want to focus on after you've got them. But definitely try to build them. Build at least 3 or 4 a day, and and then you know, as it gets closer to the end, you might want to increase just to try to get them. The rate up's there. Okay, as long as you're building, you know, 3 or 4, 5 a day, you should get them. Okay, so just keep focusing on that, and you shouldn't have any trouble. All right, so let's talk. We'll talk about the actual levels. I haven't had a chance to get the SP4 yet, but I don't see any of the stickers indicating an AXP stage, an extra stage. So my assumption is only going to be 4, and if they do have it, it's not a requirement to do anything. I like when they have an XP stage because you usually get a lot of extra Venus points really fast that way. But if not, we'll just have to do 4. So my suggestion is blow through these with 3 stars, get to SP4, and that's where you want to do the Venus farming at for the while in Fever, because that's where you're going to have the most ships on the screen. You should be able to get 4 or 5 ships once you've hit Fever status, and that'll be able to get the total of 60. But that's the only piece of the event that seems to have a little bit of awareness to it. That just want to make sure that you don't, you know, you come up with just a day or 2 left, and you don't have anywhere near where you need to be in terms of getting 60 battles inside of the Fever status. So it's not that big a deal, but just keep an eye on it, okay? Because I know, doing the math quickly in my head, if you complete to get 3 stars on each of the levels, you're not going to have the 60 that you need in Fever status yet. So you're going to have to continue farming SP4, but you need to farm SP4 anyway to get 10,500 Venus points so that you can get your Tengu and you can get that present at 10,005, which is going to be needed to complete your book. Wrong tab. You're going to need this to complete your book, so you're going to need to get to 10.5. Right here. Now, I'm assuming once you get to 10.5, you'll probably really be close to getting the Venus, the 60 that you need in Fever, but you might have to do a little bit extra. So just keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. This is not a hard. SP1 and SP2 were simple. I was using a low-level fleet. I'm using my IGN fleet right now, just trying to get them leveled up. So, but you shouldn't have any trouble with that. This is a little bit difficult, okay? But you want to try to get that gem, because that awakening gem is it's a pretty nice item considering what it does. So you definitely want to go ahead and try to get it, and it's awakening pearl. Okay, so all right, so again, Azur Lane, Dead or Alive Extreme Venus Vacation Event Collab is online. All right, so thanks a lot for watching the video. And remember to subscribe to my channel. Once you've subscribed, you'll see a bell. If you click on that bell, you'll be notified each time I drop a video. This is Kenrir, coming at you from the corner, signing out.